All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. And congratulations on getting the time change right. Today's going to be an active and vigorous session of breathwork and movement in order to create a little bit of energetic transfer in our body, followed by a nice, deep, integrative rest. We'll be here about 45 minutes. As always, I invite you to ensure that you have all of your supports available because support precedes action. So have your blocks, your straps, your bolsters, your blankets, your eye shades. Make sure you have tissues, clear your passageways. We're going to breathe vigorously this morning. Excuse me. Um, and then make sure that you're utilizing those supports as we go through the practice. So take an opportunity at any time to modify any posture, come out of any posture, take any alternate posture. Remember that the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is an option, and offer, a suggestion, an invitation. And so listen to the wisdom of your body, do what is right for you, honor your body by giving your body what it's asking for, what it's needing. It will tell you when it needs to. And so anytime you lose your connection to your breath, you want to stop, reconnect to the breath, and then rejoin wherever we are in a way that's appropriate for you and your body in this time. Okay. All right. So let us start by landing, grounding, and setting our intention. As we always do, you might want to rub your hands together as you find your supported seat, whatever that looks like for you. Feeling into the physical connection of your body to whatever it's touching. So whatever part of your body is in contact with something, feel that connection. Bring your awareness to that physical sensation of connection as support and root into those supported places. From that rooting, I invite you to lengthen your side body, lengthen your spine, lengthen your crown. Experiment with dipping the chin, nodding the head up and down, turning the head side to side. Feel the release at the back of the neck so that you can feel the full length of your spine. And bring those now warm hands, I hope, against your heart space. Feel the warmth of the hands against the heart. Feel the beating of the heart beneath the hands. Notice how the rhythm of the heart begins to align with the rhythm of the breath. And I invite you on your next inhale to allow to arise in your heart space any one thing for which you are grateful, maybe a sense of gratitude. Perhaps for you today, maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Take a moment to settle in and see clearly in your mind's eye what has arisen for you when gratitude is called forth. And seeing your gratitude in your heart space clearly, I invite you to anchor your gratitude into your heart space and to hold it there for the duration of our time together today. And then, having established ourselves in support and allowed gratitude to arise, I'll invite you, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a simple intention to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. Or perhaps to just be right there with each inhale. And whatever your intention is, I invite you now to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then listening for the echoes of your intention as they perhaps reverberate in your being. I'll invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop towards your grateful and intentional heart. Excuse me. And if you like to offer a benediction to seal your intention, I invite you to do so now as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then release the hands, lift the chin, make any adjustments to your support you need. We're going to begin with a breath. And so the inhale will come through the nostrils. And as we inhale, we'll allow the diaphragm to come out and up, filling completely. And then on the exhale, we'll round as we drop the chin toward the chest and release through the mouth. Now, the hands will move up and out, sliding up and down the thighs if you're seated like I am. Inhaling through the nostril, arching and lifting and opening, exhaling through the mouth, rounding and releasing. Full breath here, full focus, full engagement. We're just going to be here for a minute. So let us take a cleansing breath to prepare. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. And begin inhale through the nostrils. Exhale out the mouth. Arch and lift on the inhale. Round and release on the exhale. Fully engaged here. We're in it now. Fully engaged in the privacy of your own space. Find your rhythm. Your breath. Your practice. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Fully engaged. Feeling the diaphragm engaging with the breath. As you finish this exhale, gently hold the breath out. Lengthen the spine. Relax the shoulders. Tuck the chin slightly. Let everything be still. Just be still. And notice your experience. Notice what shifted for you. As you are ready, take an inhale. Reestablish your supported posture here. Let your breath come back to some semblance of normal, stabilizing your breath. Now we're going to reverse that movement now. We're going to inhale through the mouth and exhale through the nose. Just reversing what we did before, arching and lifting on the inhale through the mouth, exhaling and releasing, rounding and releasing as we exhale through the nose. So prepare yourself here, lengthen in a line, and begin. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the nose. Arch and lift on the inhale. Round and release on the exhale. Feeling that diaphragm engage. Out and up on the inhale. Down and back on the exhale. Fully focused on the breath here. Your rhythm. Your pace. Your breath. And your practice. One more round here. As you exhale, gently hold the breath out, lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Let everything come to the center of your being. Be very still. As you are ready, take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Restabilize your breath, reestablish your supported posture. Now we're going to put that together in a circular breath. So the inhale will come through the nostrils. The exhale will come out the mouth. And then the inhale, next inhale will come through the mouth. Exhale will be out the nostrils. Next inhale through the nostrils, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nostrils. Circular breath. And here, establish your posture. And let us begin. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Your rhythm through the nose, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose. Continue the pattern. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more round. As you exhale, gently hold the breath out. Lengthen the spine, tuck the chin, relax the shoulders, be very still. Let everything come to the center of your being. Check into your experience here. Notice your shift. 4.5 minutes of breath work. And where might you be? Take an inhale. And let it go. Restabilize in your breath. Allow yourself to be here. Take a moment to just let everything be still. Just notice what that couple of minutes of breath work can do. Notice what shifted. Notice the change. And remember that as you go off your mat. The practice on the mat is designed to give us an awareness in our bodies, a felt experience of our practice that we can then take off our mat. So when we're challenged in life as we go through our day, we remember that, oh, we have these tools and we can just stop for a minute, literally 1 minute, and do a little breath work and shift everything that's happening in our day. All right, let's come around to our mat and begin some movement. Get our body moving. Let's start standing today because we've been sitting for a few minutes. So take a moment to bring yourself upright. Find your feet underneath you and begin to step in and shake in and wiggle in and allow that energy to move through the body. Especially tight through the hips this morning. Maybe your legs are a little stiff from being cross-legged. Maybe your shoulders and back and a little bit of movement in order to free up that tension from the arching and rounding and bring the feet underneath you. All right. Okay. All right. Let's find this posture and then come to the top of our mat. All right. We're going to begin with a little bioenergetic grounding. So I'll face you so you can see this. So feet slightly wider than the hips. So remember, the hips are at the hip bone, not at the buttocks, but at the hip bone. So just slightly wider, maybe shoulder width apart. Just nice, stable posture. Bend the knees a little bit. Bring the hands to the top of the thighs, just above the knees, and press. So press the hands, straighten the arms, lift the torso. So this is a supported posture here. And then you're pressing into the feet, and you're feeling that energetic grounding in the feet here. I'm just going to breathe here for a moment. Okay. I'm just feeling into this. This is a semi-squat also, so we're getting a little bit of hip work here, okay? Now, we're just feeling into this. Press. Take an inhale, retain the breath, engage your root lock. So lift gently at the base of the spine, pelvic bone, and heart, and then press with the hands down into the thighs as if you could push your feet into the floor. Retain the breath gently while pressing. Press, press, and then lion's breath, cannon breath, explosion out the mouth. Release the lock, release the breath. Straighten in. Take the feet out a little wider, turn the toes out. Take the arms up. This is our star posture here. Inhale, stretch and lift through the crown, through the fingertips, get long. And then exhale, release the hands. Inhale, take the arms up, stretch and lift. Exhale, release the hands. One more time. Inhale, stretch and lift. Exhale, release the hands. Bring the feet underneath the body, step to the top of your mat. Now, bring the hands to the hips for support. Root down into your left foot. Lift out of your left hip. And then lift the right heel. Maybe pick up the right foot entirely. Step the right foot back on your mat. Turn the toes out off the wide side of the mat. All right. Keep the legs straight but not locked. Remember, there's always a micro bend in the knees, even as we are grounding down through the feet. Feeling this extension here. Now, we're going to inhale, take the arms up, and then exhale, bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Inhale, get long through the crown, so maybe you feel a little bit of lengthening, maybe what feels like a slight back bend. We're opening through the front of the body, and then exhale, hinge forward, parallel to the mat. Breathe in, lengthen through the crown, press back through the hips. Feel that length. Inhale here. Exhale, continue to hinge forward. Bring your hands to your thigh, to your shin, to your ankle, maybe to your block, maybe to the floor, and then bring your forehead toward your left knee. Breathe in here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, lengthen the crown, bring the hands back to prayer at the chest, press the hips back, get long. Exhale. Inhale, come upright. Take the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Step the right foot forward, join the left, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer and then to the waist. Support yourself here. Root down into the right foot. Lift out of the right hip. Get steady and then lift the left heel. Maybe pick up the left foot entirely. And then step back with the left foot, turning the left toes out and off. Again, legs are straight but not locked. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Inhale, hinge forward, bring the torso parallel to the mat, over that long mat. Press back through the hips and out through the crown as you exhale. And then inhale here, get longer yet. Feel the length in the side body. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward, bring your hands to your thigh, shin, ankle, block, mat. Bring your forehead toward your knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, bring the hands to prayer, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, find this posture. Inhale, come back upright, the arms go high. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Step the left foot forward, join, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, Hinge and fold. Press back with the hips. Release the crown. Bring the forehead toward the shins. Bring the hands toward the mat. If you'd like to brace here in your first forward fold by grabbing opposite elbows, do so. Maybe even bring the hands behind the back of the legs, and grab the elbows behind the back of the legs, bracing that way. Whatever is appropriate for you here as you breathe in. Lift the hips toward the ceiling. Release the crown toward the mat. Full inhale, deep into the abdomen. Notice there's pressure on the diaphragm, so you have to breathe deep to get that air down into the diaphragm. Release the elbows if you're holding them. Bring the hands to the shins. Press into the shins. Straighten the arms. Lift the torso flat back. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, forward fold. Let's do that a couple more times. Supported bracing. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend the knees, and then roll up one vertebra at a time, gathering as you go. As you come upright, the arms will rise. Look up and greet the sun, greet the day. Full inhale. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Inhale, take the arms high. Maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet and step the left foot back into a lunge. Now find this lunge, so press back through the ball of the left foot and the left heel. Get long through the crown of the head. Press down into the right heel. Sink the hips. Runner's lunge here. Find that length. Feel that opening through the hips and the back of the left leg. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Press the hips back over the left, so the left hip is over that left knee, because the hips might be forward and down. We want to press them back so they're aligned here. And then bring your hands to bring your hands to your right knee. Stack the palms. Straighten the arms to lift the torso. This is your supported low lunge. Now, from here, lengthen the crown as you sink down into that left knee and right heel. As you exhale, maybe bring the front of the left thigh towards the back of the right heel. So maybe you drop the hips a little bit. Maybe not. Stay long through the crown. Stay long through the torso. Supported posture here. And if you like, on your next inhale, release your hands and bring them high. Maybe they come together. Maybe not. Anjaneyasana. Full inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot. Curl the toes, lift the left knee. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go, tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer at the chest. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Other side, inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands beside the feet. Right foot steps back to a lunge, and then establish your lunge. Take your time. We're in no hurry. There's nowhere to go. You're already here. Press back through the ball of the right foot and the right heel. Press down into the left heel. Get long through the crown. And press through the hips. Feel into that opening through the groin. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find the length in the back of the right leg. Breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. And then drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Press the right hip back up over the right knee. Establish the length here, and then bring your hands to your left knee. Stack the palms the opposite way. Press down into the heel and the knee, and then straighten the arms to lift the torso. Find that length here, lengthen through the crown. Supported lunge on this side. Evening out the hip girdle this morning. Inhale if you like, bring the arms high. Notice the difference maybe. Maybe you find at one side you have a little different mobility and ability to bring your hands together, maybe not. Maybe look up. And as you exhale, maybe let's bring that right quadricep, that's the front of the right thigh, to the back of the left heel, maybe sinking in a little bit, maybe not. Breathe in. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the right knee, step the right foot forward to join the left. Release the head. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Notice that difference in the hip feeling. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, release the hands to prayer, and then release the hands forward. Roll the shoulders, take a breath, find yourself in your mountain posture. Breathe in. Check in with your gratitude and your intention in your heart space. How are we doing this morning? All right, inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Left foot back into a lunge. Now, you can drop the left knee and the top of the left foot for support if you like, or you can press back to that left heel, down into that right heel, find your balance, and then bring your hands to your knees, stack the palms, and then lengthen through the crown as you lengthen the arms to lift the torso. Find your supported high lunge, crescent lunge here, and then we'll add the full crescent here if you're ready. Inhale, take the arms high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. As you exhale, release the hands down. Frame the foot. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Right foot back. Now again, option to drop the right knee if you like, but press back through that right heel into the ball, the right foot down into the left knee. Establish yourself, and then bring your hands to your left knee. Stack the palms the opposite way. Straighten your arms, lift the torso. Supported lunge. Stay here if you like. Support precedes action. There's nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to do. You're already here. Maybe you take your arms up, maybe not. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. As you exhale, bring your hands down, frame the foot, step the right foot forward to join the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, forward fold. Inhale, root and rise through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer, and then down alongside the thighs. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Building on that if we like. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Remember, modify as you want. As you fold, step the left foot back into your lunge. Inhale, bring your hands high. Now, lightning lunge. As you exhale, hinge forward, parallel to the mat. Take the arms back along the hips, maybe. Inhale. Let's go high. Crescent lunge. Exhale. Hinge forward, lightning lunge. Long crown, press back to the hips. Move with your breath. Find your dance. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot. Step forward, forward fold, release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer. Oh. Cleansing breath. Other side, inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold the hands beside the feet, right foot back. Again, variations as you need. Establish yourself here. Your version of this lunge. Arms go high perhaps. Exhale. Lightning lunge. Lengthen the crown. Press back to the hips. Find your rhythm. Begin to dance with your breath. Ujjayi breath here. Listen to the rhythm of your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Frame the foot. Step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. And then let the hands fall alongside the thighs. Palms forward. Fingers extend. Shoulders relax. Cleansing breath here. Sigh it in and out. Woo. All right. All right. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside your feet. Step, go. Wait, left foot back into your lunge. All right. Now bring the hands, stack the hands on the knee. Now, we're going to do a little different here. As you inhale, straighten the right leg. As you exhale, bring the forehead toward the knee. Hands to the floor, to the ankle, to a block. So this is a repeat of what we did earlier, but we came into it from the lunge, and you may feel a little bit different about it as you breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now, as you inhale, bend into the right knee and take the arms high. As you exhale, straighten the leg, release the hands to the floor, bring the forehead to the shin. Slightly different movement here. Inhale, crescent lunge, exhale, knee to forehead to knee. And one more. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, step the left foot forward to join the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, hands to prayer, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold right foot back into our lunge. Again, establish yourself here. Bring the hands here. All right. Straighten the leg, release the hands, bring the forehead to the knee. And then move with your breath. Inhale, bend into the knee. Arms go high, perhaps, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, forehead to knee. Inhale. Move with your breath. One more time. Inhale, arms go high. Exhale, hands bring the foot, right foot steps forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands to prayer and then alongside the thighs. Take a cleansing breath. Sigh it out. Then go down onto your mat, on your back. We're going to work a little bit of relief now for the hips and the lower back. So we want to bring the knees to the ceiling, the heels toward the hips. All right. And we're going to just open gently here. So let's first of all inhale, bring the shins parallel to the mat. The knees are over the hips. Arms are out from the shoulders, 60 to 90 degrees, creating space. We inhale here. As we exhale, keep the knees together. Let the knees fall over toward the left, wherever they may go. And then maybe look over the right shoulder, relaxing the right shoulder down. And just a gentle twist here. No effort involved here. The weight of the legs and gravity will do the work for us. And we're just allowing the body to open, feeling that opening across the front of the chest and breathing into that back right hip. Knees stay together. If you have a thought, let your thought be, keep my knees together and moving away from my face. Less than toward the ground and more away from the face. Or toward the feet, if that works for you. Toward the bottom of your mat, if that's better instruction. And just allow this opening here, this beautiful gentle twist to release any tension that might have established in the hips and lower back from the work that we've been doing. On your next inhale, bring your head and knees back to neutral. Reestablish your lower spine on the mat. Inhale, get long through the crown. Exhale, take both knees over to the right, maybe looking over your left shoulder, but keeping that left shoulder down and relaxed. The upper back is relaxed. And again, no efforting required here. Gravity and the weight of the legs doing the work here. Maybe some effort to keep the knees together. The knees may want to, maybe you put a block between your legs if that helps. And gently holding the block between the legs to keep your knees in parallel, your thighs in parallel as you open here into this beautiful stretch. Breathing into that back left hip, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, the head back to center. And then reach up and just squeeze the knees into the chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. You want to feel a little release. Maybe you rotate your hips a little bit. If you rotate, please rotate both directions. Even things out. Allow everything to free up. See where we are. Perfect timing here. So, all right. Now you can just roll over and come up, or you can rock a little bit on your spine if you like. Just bring yourself up and then come back to your seated posture. And we'll finish up with a little bit more of this wonderful breath work today. Activating, energizing, engaging, fully present. Bringing ourselves fully into our practices here today. All right. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, please do not pump the diaphragm here in a Bastrika or bellows type breath. We're going to do breath of fire. If that is your situation in the moment, then you're just going to take long, deep yogic breaths. Full inhale, complete exhale. Otherwise, if you like, you can begin to engage the diaphragm in a little Bastrika or bellows breath, a little breath of fire. activating the core and bringing ourselves into. So the movement will be this, the first one. On the inhale, the right arm will go out and over the head, palm open, fingers extended. On the exhale, we'll bring the hand into a fist and exhale. The inhale is through the nose. The exhale is out the mouth. And then we'll switch. So inhale left, and then right, and right. We'll start on the right, and then left, right, left, right, left. Okay? So inhale nose, exhale mouth. Arm goes up and over, fingers extended. Exhale, fist me. All right? Literally simple practice with a little bit of dynamic breath. Okay? Engage that diaphragm to the extent that you are willing and able. Okay? So let's take a cleansing breath. Full inhale. Establishing our support and breathe it out. And then let us begin. Inhale, right arm up and over, fingers extended. Exhale, make a fist and blow it out. Left arm up and over, in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Find your rhythm. Your breath. Your practice. Fully engaged, fully present. Last one. Gently hold the breath out as you lengthen the spine. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Be still for a moment. As you are ready, release your locks and take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Let the breath stabilize. Notice. Our next one, also in through the nose, out through the mouth, but the movement with the arms is different. The hands, the elbows will be at the ribs, palms facing. Inhale, the arms go up, and we'll look up. Exhale, we'll make fists, bring the elbows back to the ribs, look down, closing the eyes. Inhales through the nose. Exhales through the mouth. Again, you'll find your rhythm, your pace. Again, anytime your eye movement and your arm movement confuses your alignment with the breath, stop, focus on the breath. It's about the breath. All right. So let us take a cleansing breath to prepare. Sigh it out. And begin. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Make the practice your own. Be fully engaged with yourself. You are in the privacy of your own space by design. Own it. Last dynamic movement here today. So give it your all. Inhale up. Then the hands to the fingers to the ceiling, thumbs touch lightly over your head. Lengthen through the crown. Gauge your root lock. Be very still. As you are ready, exhale, release. Hands down. Stabilize your breath. Allow everything to come and go. Whew. All right. Now, very active with those breaths. So we're going to do a balancing breath, a stabilizing breath. We're going to break the inhale up into 4 parts. We're going to break the exhale up into 4 parts. So 4 little sniffs. We're breathing in and out through the nostrils. So we'll inhale in 4 equal parts. Take a little pause at the top, and then we'll exhale in 4 parts through the nose. Little pause at the bottom, and we'll continue that rhythm. And we'll let that stabilize us as we move from into this. So let's take a cleansing breath to prepare. Full inhale. And sigh it out, complete exhale. Establish yourself in your seat. Hands in Gyan Mudra, thumb and forefinger lightly touching, palms up on the back of your knees. Or if you need more grounding, maybe just turn your palms down if you feel like you need to be grounded. And then we'll begin this little breath, inhaling 4 parts through the nose. Little pause at the top, and then exhaling 4 parts through the nose. Little pause at the bottom, and then continue that pattern, find your rhythm. And your pace. You're in your breath. And your practice. Go inside here. Body's very still. Awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focus is at the third eye if your eyes are closed, or if you're uncomfortable with your eyes closed, you just narrow your gaze to something not moving just beyond the tip of your nose, and just be still here and just be in the breath. Full focus, full awareness. Everything settles here. Maybe you feel or sense or even hear the breath get lighter, quieter. Maybe you feel a sense of stillness begin to descend. Maybe you allow yourself to move into that stillness. Just breathing. Staying with the pattern, fully focused. One more round here, wherever you are. Let this be your last iteration of the pattern. And as you finish your exhale, just let the pattern slip away. You stay present, but let the breath pattern slip away and just let the breath come and go. No need to shape the breath anymore. No need to shape the body or the mind anymore. Just allow things to be. This is your gift to yourself, your opportunity to rest. Settle in and allow yourself to just be. Release any analysis of the practice. Release any analysis of your being. Just be here. Allow the breath to come and go as it will without any conscious shaping. Give yourself this opportunity to just be just as you are. Settling into a deep, integrative rest. Allowing the practice and the benefit and effect of the practice to integrate into your being, into your cells, into your soul. You are the witness. Allow yourself to be just as you are. Non-judgmental witnessing. Famous definition of mindfulness from Jon Kabat-Zinn. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in the present moment without attachment or aversion. Said differently, we're simply witnessing our experience without clinging to anything and without pushing anything away. Everything is everything, as somebody once said. All is as needs must, as somebody once said. All is well, all is well, all manner of things are well, as someone once said. We're just here, perfectly imperfect, just as we are. In this moment, we allow ourselves to be. And feel into the power and beauty of this opportunity to rest, the wonder and joy of this life that we are granted, the bliss and awe of being alive in this moment. And if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I'll invite you to reestablish any feeling of connection that you need to reestablish with your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes a little bit just to feel yourself connected. Maybe nod your head a little bit just to feel any sense of stagnation or stiffness be removed. Just reconnecting here. And then on your next inhale, I'll invite you once again to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And I'll invite you to allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful. as you see what has arisen for you and witness yourself in gratitude in your space, I will take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice with me. I am honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here in grateful witness for as long as you like. And then if you do have to rise, because we have lives and we have to be about our lives, if and when you do rise, please, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.